Hello and welcome to the final match on Court A here at the Slater Gordon Premiership with streaming supported by MK Batteries. It's Nick Woodward speaking, and I'm being joined for the third time today by Ben Rogers. Welcome again, Ben.
Hello again.
Forming quite the team now.
Yeah.
So in front of us we've got a Newcastle team playing in green, who are two wins from two, and a West Brom team, 1 win and a draw against Aspire earlier today. So this is quite an early clash at the top of the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
If West Brom can't get 3 points out of this, that'll be a very unusual first weekend for them.
Yeah, there are so many good teams though, so it will be very hard for anyone to get consistent points. And
they've done the speed tests, so I'm expecting before long the ref will bring them to order. So while we're waiting, I think you said this is the first time you've seen so many Premiership games live. You've seen them on the stream before, obviously.
It's the first time I've been to a Premiership.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's good. Definitely see the difference between the Championship and the Premiership.
Yeah. But seeing that's good. You can take stuff back.
Yeah.
Work on it with your teammates.
Definitely got some stuff that I need to work on.
Just individual skills, you mean, let alone the team play. Can you only train with your team up at Mansfield, or is there facilities where you can kind of practice individual skills?
At the moment, it's just the our one training session a week.
Right.
That we do Wednesday nights. Sometimes we have another training session here and there, but generally that's the only time we get to practice.
Makes it a bit harder to work on individual skills then, doesn't it? Because obviously you want that time to be...
Most of the time the practicing of the individual skills is during matches.
Right. That's a bit of pressure. So we've got Murray in the middle as the ref, and we'll go through the lineups just after kick-off. There we go. So West Bromwich Albion versus Newcastle. West Bromwich Albion in their traditional dark blue and white, navy and white, playing away from us. Gordon in goal, Christa on the left, Gilbert on the left, and Bates on the right, as we're currently looking at it. And Newcastle playing towards us in green. Crawshaw currently on the goal line, Armstrong in the blue for the keeper, Simpson on the right as we look at it, and Steer on the left. Now, earlier on, we saw Steer score his first goal for the Premiership. I didn't realise he's Scottish international as well, so he's just back from the Euros. So another one of the many international players now playing in this National League. So Simpson putting pressure on Christa and Gordon straight away.
I think there's enough. I might need to move back here. Oh no, I think there's enough space.
Ooh. Wow.
Very good chance there.
That was the skin of his bumper. Chris Gordon saved that, wasn't it? So great kick by Crawshaw with a lot of pace off the corner. Simpson met it well. It was goal bound. Chris Gordon managed to save. Like a great save. So Steer for Newcastle. Looking for Crawshaw. He's found him. Armstrong. Already playing a bit higher than he did earlier today. Crawshaw, Gordon sees it out. Newcastle out the traps here. They put the pressure on West Brom straight away, haven't they?
Yeah, they're probably going to try and get an early goal, try and use that. Just in case. Ooh. Can't really move much.
Oh, again, the same move, the same save from Chris Gordon. I think he'll ask if he needs it.
Yeah.
So West Brom with a quick break out there, but Newcastle back on top. I mean, these first just few minutes. Oh, again, I mean, that combination between Crawshaw putting it onto Simpson's bumper and Simpson having a go at a goal. That's the third go, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time they've had a really good chance getting it in.
So you'd have to say advantage Newcastle at the moment. Now I went through the teams, I didn't go through the benches. I'll just briefly go through the benches. So we got Harrison, McKee and Guthrie on the bench for Newcastle. And for West Brom, Rock, Inell and Bestwick.
No, kick in for West Brom.
Sorry, I left you in the lurch there, Ben. I'm just trying to look at the table because I think if they win, this will put Newcastle at the top because they played 3 games. A very dominant Teesside team have only played 2, so Teesside will have a game in hand. Yeah, so even a draw here will put Newcastle on top of the league at the end of the first day.
Some dribbling going on between Gilbert and Crawshaw.
So I'm just popping up it says 2-0 to Aspire on the other court. Aspire will be playing their 3rd game, and I think that will put them into top of the league again. They played 3, Newcastle played 3. Newcastle win, they will then go top. Aspire have got a slightly better goal difference now.
West Brom with a kick in high up the pitch.
Great cross from Bates. That was an interesting, I suppose he had no choice, Simpson there, playing it gently back to his own teammates into the box. But it gave them a chance to clear it.
Just gives West Brom another kick in.
Yeah.
Just a bit further down the pitch.
Now they're all in on the attack. They've got Krista very high into the Newcastle half. But equally, Newcastle defending deep. They've got no one spare to transition to. Although Steers slowly making moves up the Newcastle right wing, the left as we look at it. Gilbert. Ooh. Seemed a bit tough. Was that Christa and Gilbert 2-on-1? It's what the ref's called, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 2-on-1. I didn't know if it was for a 2-on-1 or for a foul, but I think it was for a 2-on-1.
I thought the way he put his hands up, I thought it was for 2-on-1. There was also a clash, wasn't there? Oh! Ball from Steer just got a deflection, which just put it out the off path for Simpson. Otherwise, he'd have had a good shot. 2 there.
So a kick in for Newcastle.
So ooh. Bates just missing the pass to Gordon there. Armstrong able to intercept.
Corner for West Brom.
When you and I did the Leeds game earlier, we said how exhausting it was. This game feels more like a chess match, doesn't it? Really,
yeah, it's more
controlled.
Controlled, yeah. Nobody kind of wants to give their possession away. They want to keep it. Make sure, absolutely certain they're going to get it on target.
Oh, great ball to Gilbert. He had the chance, but Crawshaw read it well, covered the post. Ball to Newcastle. To Steer looking for Simpson. He's found him. Simpson's gone around Gilbert, but I think Gilbert will get there to cover. I thought that went out, but linesman and ref very close. Play on.
Managed to get it up the pitch.
Yeah. Looking for the cross-court pass.
Can't quite thread that through there.
So Gordon for West Brom, up the left wing. Steer intercepts, goes to Simpson. Oh, a bit unlucky there. I think if the ball had just lay slightly differently, Simpson knew the goal was open. He might have had a shot, but wasn't quite able to do it. Some very direct instructions from the Newcastle coaching staff there to Newcastle team.
There doesn't seem to be any team on top at the moment. They both seem to be very similarly matched. Both having good chances at both end.
West Brom have weathered that early Newcastle storm, haven't they? And now they're getting their game patterns back together. Bates looking a bit disappointed there with how that came. So kick into Newcastle. Crawshaw trying to find Steer, doesn't.
Tries to get a shot
left
off
that, yeah. Oh, that's a great ball from Gilbert, wasn't it?
But yeah, managed to just get through both the defending players.
Bates just caught up by Simpson then, and Simpson able to thwart the attack. But the ball's kept in play now with Armstrong for Newcastle. Trying to drive the ball out past Gordon. It's gone out with Gordon deemed attacking, so he gets the kick. And what happened there?
don't know if Gordon thought he was still in.
I think just he took it a bit quick and the ref wasn't happy with it. He's asked him to retake it, hasn't he?
I think there were players too close still as well.
Right, yeah.
Not 5 metres.
So now Bates goes across to take the
change in tactic.
I can't.
That was a bit close by Gordon to Chrysler. I think that may be a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Cool.
Crawshaw gesticulating to Steer, ask him to change his position slightly, which he did. Ball went to him. He
couldn't quite get the contact he wanted.
When you're playing a softer ball like that, like Steer did there, are you having to do it by eye, or you can also, over time, if you play a lot, you can feel the ball through the bumper, or not really?
I think it's just kind of knowing what you're going to do.
Right.
Like seeing how fast the ball's coming towards you, just angle your chair properly, get the power you want to put on it, and that's really what you need to do.
So it's all about the pre-setup as it comes to you.
Yeah, I think you need to know what's going to happen before you get the ball to fully control it.
And to your earlier point, that's all about practicing the skills.
Yeah. And sometimes it's about the ball coming towards you as well, the player passing you the ball.
Right. So you're set and they pass at the wrong weight.
Or if they pass it like really hard, sometimes you smash it towards you, you can't control it.
Yeah.
You either need to take it straight or can't do anything with it.
Yeah. That's why the Leeds style of play is slightly perplexing, because they're belting at each other, aren't they?
But it depends how you play, really. You might be really good at controlling or maybe smashing the balls and getting them in the right angle and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes the power isn't always the best option.
Yeah. Clearly there, Steer was going for something much more delicate, wasn't he?
Just chip it round the person that you're, or slowly just move it round them. They might not expect it. You need to catch them off guard, I guess.
Yeah. Chris Gordon, a tricky one to catch off guard though, such experience. So here we are again, probably in this last 10 minutes of this first half. West Brom have perhaps had more attacking chances than Newcastle. Newcastle haven't really. They had 3 early attempts on goal. Haven't had a fourth, I don't think. Slowly the pendulum swing towards West Brom. Christa now driving down the middle towards Crawshaw. Crawshaw trying to pick the ball off his bumper. He's done well. Oh, a bit too late. Crawshaw backed away and called for Steer to come into play, but he was too far away.
Still managed to win the kick in.
Yeah.
Gordon didn't really have anywhere to put the ball apart from out.
So I heard another cheer from Court B, so that's a Spire on 2 wins and a draw out of their 3 played, which will put them at the top of the league unless Newcastle can change this result. Newcastle need a win to go above Aspire on points rather than below them on goal difference.
Hit the ball probably a bit too hard there.
Yeah. So Brad is a fantastic player playing backwards. Will be able to switch from backwards to forwards to get a shot away, but it just bounced away off his bumper. Very confident Crawshaw and Armstrong as a defensive pairing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just know where each other's going to be. Cover each other's
It's always
backs.
good to have that with your goalkeeper, especially when you're the middle player. It makes it so much easier to control the ball and make sure you can actually defend properly.
Ooh. Good hit by Gilbert. Comes away off one of the Newcastle players, now for a West Brom kick-in. So unlike previous 0-0s at half-time today, where we bemoaned the lack of chances, both teams had good chances here, but they've been good defensively and pushed each other in attack.
I think it can really be either of the teams can take a goal here,
yeah,
and maybe hold it out for the rest of the match. I feel like it will be a very close one.
Ooh.
Maybe one goal in it.
That's tough. The ref indicating he's got his eye on Chris, and I felt the Newcastle player just quietly positioned themselves behind to draw the foul. The foul wasn't given, but the ref giving Chris Gordon a kind of verbal warning. Chris still talking to the ref there, I think. Anyway, back with Newcastle. Just about a minute to play in the first half. West Brom, though, with so much collective experience and so regularly will draw a goal in the latter stages of the game. I haven't seen a Newcastle team that can do that yet, so this will be fascinating to see how it plays out in the second half. But a very confident performance from Newcastle.
Very good at drawing those kick-ins.
Yeah. So Krista to Gordon. Gordon's in the middle. The clock's at 0, so it's with the ref to decide when the game half is over. Crawshaw driving it towards the line, but Gordon's taking it back into the middle, and now Crawshaw for Newcastle and Gordon for West Brom. There we go. So wasn't that a fascinating first half?
Yeah, very equal. With good chances from both sides. Probably both sides will be a little bit annoyed not to score, but they'll both be happy that they're not losing.
Yeah. So, very on a knife edge. If either team wins here, I think they'll go to the top of the division. Perhaps West Brom. It'll depend on the goal difference with Aspire playing on the other pitch. And if West Brom draw, they'll be 6th. So big difference, just for a few points already on only the first day of the Premiership. Slater and Gordon Premiership. So should we pause briefly with the stream brought to you by MK Batteries, and we'll come back in the second half, shall we, Ben?
Yep.
Welcome back to this second half of the Slater Gordon Premiership, with the stream brought to you by MK Batteries. And it's currently 0-0. West Bromwich Albion, Newcastle. Refs just bring the teams together to kick off. We'll do a squad check shortly. I can't see any changes. Can you see any changes, Ben?
No, it doesn't look like there's been any changes. I think they're just going on how the last half ended.
It's Nick Woodward speaking, and I'm joined by Ben Rogers from Nottingham Forest, the Championship team. Ben's come in to commentate, watch and commentate today, so thank you for joining the commentary, Ben.
Hello.
So we'll do a squad check. Away from us then, Newcastle with Armstrong in goal, Simpson on the right, Crawshaw in the middle and Steer on the left. And West Bromwich playing towards us. Currently, Krista at the furthest back, Chris Gordon with the orange keeper's jersey on, Gilbert on the right as we look at it, and Bates on the left as we're looking, although Bates is quite central at the moment. And on the benches for Newcastle, Harrison, McKee and Guthrie. And on the bench for West Brom, Rock, Inell and Bestwick.
2-1 between West Brom, I think.
So in the first half, Newcastle came flying out the blocks, had a few chances, all saved by Chris Gordon, all from kind of set pieces or wing play, ball hit across. Simpson with the chance. Then West Brom got their act together and kind of put more pressure on. Had a few chances. I think that was that a missed chance by Simpson? Connects with that probably.
Got it in the back post there. There was a gap.
So Newcastle starting the second half, how they started the first half, applying pressure to West Brom. And if on the other pitch, Aspire, one of the other teams, we're playing 3 games today, Aspire are winning.
Missed kick there from Bates.
So that puts them top of the league. If West Brom can win by, I think they have to win by 4 or 5, they could go top of the league. But if they draw, they're 6th. That shows you how tight things are already. We've got Aspire, Newcastle, Teesside, Leeds, Greenbank and West Brom all in the top 6. Teesside with some tremendous performances, I think winning 7 and 6-0. Come out on fire from the reigning champions. Previous winners Aspire and West Brom drew earlier against each other today, so effectively they've dampened their own Premiership chances by drawing with each other, but in the long drawn out season that wouldn't be untypical, and they'd both then take points off everybody else. But Teesside really setting the pace with their goals.
Yeah.
And Newcastle with a chance to set the pace by winning 3 out of 3. But as things stand, it's a draw. Newcastle 0, West Brom 0. You seeing much difference in the second half, Ben?
I think it's still West Brom are a little bit more on top this half. However, it's not very. I think that both teams still have very good chance at getting something out of this game.
Compared with the Leeds game we commented on together, which we felt was a bit like a tornado, this is more like a chess match, isn't it? Both teams very careful, nurturing possession, defending diligently. Oh, great shot by Chris there. Ball's Oh, it must have come off Krista. I thought it hit Simpson, but
yeah.
it's a kick to Newcastle. Ball's gone back to Bates. A good hit. It's very confident striking, as you'd expect from the West Brom players, but good defending from Newcastle.
They kind of know where the ball is and where they need to hit it.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a brilliant piece of positioning from Simpson, wasn't it? If he's not there, I think Chris swings at that and scores. Yeah. The right-hand side of the Newcastle goal was briefly open. That's all settled back.
That's why you need to always check behind you before you do a massive swing, because there could be somebody right there.
Yeah.
And then it will be a foul against you because out of control, I guess.
I think Chris was looking for expecting a West Brom player to be in the middle there. Ball's now gone out, and it's a West Brom kick in. Crawshaw leaving it to Simpson. So Steer open on the back post, but Newcastle have to be able to get the ball to him. Gilbert's come out and intercepted. Steer moving away to avoid the 2-on-1 with Crawshaw. Newcastle, with the pressure, they've taken the ball across. Crawshaw hits it straight into Gordon then, and it goes out off Bates for a Newcastle kick-in. So Newcastle have turned it on again, and they're putting a bit of pressure. Can they maintain it? Already, time's flown. We're 7 minutes into the second half.
I'm forgetting to talk at some points. I'm just watching it.
You're fascinated.
I need to
you
talk.
Get drawn in, don't you, by the interplay? Not you, anyone. I mean, it's really cagey.
It's a very good play from the goalkeeper, though, not to smash that. Oh, but there's nobody in.
Okay, so as you'd expect from a head referee, I can see some signals there between Jeff Lewis and Murray, but Murray's let it go.
I don't know if they're thinking about the
well, Lewis was suggesting that because Armstrong was coming back into the box and Crawshaw was ready in. It was a 2-on-1 in Matt Gilbert's favour, but that's
past
that's too far away in time. Great ball from Bates. I mean, I think Bad was in the right position, but the ball didn't fall for him there to hit, did it?
Maybe he probably need a little bit more time there. But.
Yeah. So again, the game's swinging in West Brom's favour. Big hit by Gordon, gone to Steer, but didn't get it under control. Gilbert gets it under control, but Crawshaw's on him. Steer trying to find a gap, but didn't manage. Gilbert's on top of it, he's given it to Gordon. Brave dribbling from Gordon out of his own box there, he's run into Crawshaw. And then the ref's given a 2-on-1 against Crawshaw and Simpson. Substitutions. Ollie Rock on, Brad Bates off.
I'm going to try and fire this up the pitch. ball's come in. Kicking for Newcastle. Trying to take it up the pitch. Steer.
So we've got
Cross
10 minutes
goal.
to go. Sorry, Ben, talked over you there. 10 minutes to go. Remains cagey, couldn't call it. No player standing out particularly, but they're all playing a very diligent role, aren't they? Everyone's involved.
Yeah. Very end-to-end as well. No team can keep the possession for too long.
Aspire continuing to put them away on court B. So as things stand, Aspire cementing their position at the top after 3 games, with Teesside massive goal difference, but having only played 2. I don't think West Brom would be able to catch them on goal difference.
No, they would have to score quite a few, and I don't think
but
that's going to happen.
Newcastle only have to score 1 and win, and that will take them above Aspire. So already we've got table-topping games happening in the Slater Gordon Premiership. Ooh. Just maybe 20 centimetres away from being able to strike the ball there, Crawshaw, and have a go on goal. But I'll rent the balls with West Brom. Looking for Gilbert. Gilbert, I think, dummying it for Rock there. But it was well read by Newcastle defence.
So as soon as they get that ball, they're taking it back the other way.
Yeah, Steer. Ooh. Bit risky there, Chris, if that comes off Crawshaw.
Very risky to smash the ball at anybody, especially near your own net.
So Rock on the ball for West Brom.
Oh, good pass from Ollie Rock there. Quick take.
It's quite a quiet game. There's not much chat between the players, not much gesticulating. I mean,
is this a shot?
Oh, I mean that would be a classic West Brom goal from last season, probably even earlier today.
That was definitely 2-1. Gordon and Chrysler weren't really communicating there.
That's very unusual for West Brom.
They pretty much drove into each other.
Yeah. So Crawshaw with a kick. Touch from Simpson onto Gordon's bumper. Now Steer. Oh, Steer.
Maybe hoping to get a ricochet there?
Not unreasonable there, I think. Maybe he saw a gap in the between the player and the post, which we can't quite see that from here. But anyway, it's a West Brom goal kick. It could have
always been an accidental doing the wrong thing. Sometimes that's they're getting these passes, but they just can't get the final. They're getting intercepted by Newcastle every.
Oh, is this a chance, Steer? Oh, so I'm not sure. Well read or pre-positioning and putting in place, but Krista just deflected that enough to take the pace off the ball. So Steer's shot towards goal, one of the only chances this half, deflected, and the ball's back in the middle with Crawshaw for Newcastle and Krista for West Brom facing off against each other. Crawshaw's just got the advantage there, driving it towards the West Brom goal, and it's gone out for a Newcastle kick. Where the chairs wrangled, I thought maybe that was West Brom's, but all the officials very close. Simpson and Gilbert. Tussling. Simpson. I think Simpson got the ball under control. He has. He's taken it away from Gilbert.
But straight as soon as he gets away, there's Gordon's right there to
It's pounced, hasn't he?
trying to get.
So ball's still in play. Gordon taking it a bit like a kick in. Played it off Armstrong. Christer trying to find Gordon, but intercepted by Simpson, and the ball's gone out for a West Brom kick. We've got less than 5 minutes left, Ben. I can't call it.
I think that
Can
was
you?
Straight out. I feel like there may be one moment that wins it for either team, or it might just play out like this.
Yeah.
At the moment, it looks like it's more likely to come from West Brom. However, Newcastle could get a chance and put it in.
Oh, so West Brom are beginning to put moves together. They're beginning to move the ball a bit faster, but it's probably 60-40 in West Brom's favour. It's hardly a seesaw, but a small mistake or a ricochet or something, and it could go in Newcastle's favour. Both teams are going to create perhaps one more chance, aren't they? And neither really will be happy with a draw.
But I don't think neither team wants to lose either. So
yeah,
so I'd rather a draw than a loss. But a draw's never what you want. You always want to win.
Can't see what was said there, but some very particular instructions given from the Newcastle coach. Again, well read by West Brom. That ball slips through to Steer. He's got a great shot on goal, but now it's with Ollie Rock down West Brom's right-hand wing. Ollie Rock and Armstrong well out of his goal. Crawshaw's dropped back now to cover for Newcastle.
Good defending from Newcastle. Stop Gordon through there.
I'm just trying to remember. I'm sure in a season prior to COVID, Armstrong was the top scorer in the Premiership. Playing right up front, but very different role he now plays for Newcastle.
Sometimes you end up changing what place you really like playing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you end up playing in a place that you just end up being good at.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your favourite position.
Well, certainly since he's moved backwards, Newcastle down, back towards the goal in his playing position. The Newcastle have slowly risen up the leagues over the seasons. Crawshaw trying to take the ball around Christer, just Christer and Gordon in with Rock and Gilbert playing high, not really playing a role in defence now, waiting for that break.
Oh,
as
that's
Chris has peeled it away from.
Maybe he could have got a pass there. It was quite hard with Crawshaw being there.
Yeah.
Wasn't really very easy.
Ball out, kick in for West Brom. 90 seconds on the clock.
They're going to need to make this count.
Possibly West Brom's last chance. Only Christer back. West Brom, Gilbert on the ball. Looking for Gordon. Gordon's let it go. He's gone to Rock. Oh, just wide. I think it's a bit hard to tell from our angle. I think Newcastle had it covered anyway, but
it wasn't the closest, and I think they would have always stopped that.
Right.
Unless something really wrong went back happened at the goal.
So, can Newcastle do anything with this Last 40 seconds. Chris Gordon trying to take the ball off Crawshaw. Crawshaw's
manages to get that.
Just one-on-one, Crawshaw on Krista, but
I don't think there was ever going to be a foul with Crawshaw and Gordon there.
Yeah. So Chris Gordon back now, defending behind Krista. Crawshaw putting pressure on the West Brom goal, but not able to get a chance away. So the clock's down to 0. The match score 0-0.
I think they're going to try and force it in here. I think it's, unless they can try and get a pass.
So they've got Steer on, if he can strip it away and get it to Steer. No, but Krista's won the ball. Now last chance to West Brom. Krista and Simpson.
I think when this goes out, it'll be full time.
That's it. Well, a game of chess ends up in stalemate. Newcastle 0, West Brom 0 in this Slater and Gordon Premiership game. A game which could have put Newcastle on top if they'd won. But now I understand we'll leave Aspire on top. Aspire with 7 points from 3 games, with Teesside on 6 from 2 beneath them. And thank you for joining me, Ben.
Yep.
Good luck with your studies. I think you might be back tomorrow and in the championship
be back tomorrow
with Forest on the 8th and 9th.
Yep.
And thank you for MK Batteries for supporting the stream. That's the end of play today at Lee Westwood, and things will start tomorrow at 9:30.